Welcome to AVN Knowledge. Today we will start the drift velocity and electric current. The relation between drift velocity and electric current. In previous, we have already derived the relation between drift velocity and electric field. So here, if it take a conductor of L length and the current flow is I, electric field is applied on this conductor, that is E, and the flow of electron in the opposite direction of the electric current. So here we derive the electric current and drift velocity. If a small fraction of this conductor, that is the delta L, this is the small fraction, and the cross section area of this metal, that is the A, and this is the cross section area is the this conductor is capital A. So here at first I will calculate the delta Q, the flow of charge in this cross section area, which is length delta L, that is the delta Q. And what is the timing? The timing in this small fraction, that is the delta T, and then I will calculate the delta T. So the first, if I take the total number of electrons, here capital N is the total number of electrons. In this conductor, capital N is the total number of electrons. If I take the small n equal to per unit volume, that is the capital N upon V, means per unit volume electron, that is the small n. So here we use small n and capital N, that is the total number of electron, that is the capital N. Small n is the per unit volume, when total number of electron divided by the volume, that is the small n, that is the per unit volume in this conductor. So the number of total electron in this conductor, that is the n. Number of total electron per unit volume, that is the small n. So what is the drift velocity? Drift velocity, if you calculate the drift velocity in this cross section area, the number of electrons, presence of electric field, the average velocity of this flow of electron in this cross section area, that is the drift velocity. If we calculate what is the drift velocity in this cross section area, drift velocity equal to displacement upon time. This displacement is delta L upon delta T. So displacement delta L upon delta T, this is the basic definition of the velocity. Velocity equal to displacement upon time, and here we consider this a small fraction of displacement is delta L and the timing is delta T. So you can calculate the delta T equal to Vd, delta T equal to delta L upon Vd. The first we have already calculated the timing, the fraction of timing delta T, if the delta L is this fraction length and Vd is the drift velocity. Then we calculate the delta Q. What is the delta Q? By the definition of charge, we have already calculated delta Q equal to N into E. This is the definition, the properties of charge. What is the properties of charge? Charge is a quantized properties, and you have already this formula in previous first chapter. Q equal to N into E. E is the charge of electron, N is the number of electrons. So here total number of electron, that is the capital N. What is the capital N? Capital N equal to small n into V. And what is the V? If you calculate, this is the cross section area and what is the volume of this quantity? This small fraction area volume, what is the volume? Volume will be here V equal to A into delta L. When you multiply by this distance, small fraction delta L, multiply by the cross section area, that will be the delta L into A. This is the volume. Volume equal to cross section area multiply by the distance. So when you calculate this cross section area, A is same, here A is same, and length is delta L. And what is this volume of this small fraction of conductor? The volume is delta A delta L multiplied by the cross section area. So N equal to capital N, total number of electron will be, you can say, electron N multiplied by delta L into A. Put this value in this quantity, then delta Q equal to N delta L A multiplied by E. This is the equation 5. So we have already calculated the charge, we have already calculated in the timing. And what is the definition of current? If you calculate the definition of current, that is the delta Q upon delta T. Put the value of delta Q in here and delta T from here. Then what will be the value? I equal to, when you put N delta L A E, that is the Q, and what is the delta L? Delta L upon VD, delta L to delta L cancel out, and you can say I equal to N A E multiply by VD. So this is the relation between current and drift velocity. Here small n always, what is the small n? Small n is the number of electrons per unit volume. A is the cross section area of this metal. E is the charge of electron and Vd is the drift velocity. This is the relation between electric current and drift velocity. If you want to calculate what is the relation between electric current and electric field, then you can solve, already calculate the drift velocity formula. What is the drift velocity? E tau bar upon m into E in previous derivation. If we calculate here what is the relation between drift velocity and electric current, then you put the value of drift velocity. When you put the value of Vd in this formula, then I equal to NAEVD. This is the Vd. Put this formula in this equation, then I. So here I is proportional to the electric field. When you increase the current, electric field is also increased, and small n A E square, that is the charge of electron, mass of electron, and tau bar depends on the temperature. So we can use the relation between drift velocity and electric current. And here the first term, that is the, if you take what is the electric current and drift velocity, when you small n, A is also constant. If the number of electron is constant, then what is the relation between drift velocity and electric current? We have already calculated the electric current and drift velocity. This is the electric current and electric field. And when N, A and E, N is the number of electrons per unit volume is constant, A is the cross section area of this metal is constant, E is the charge. So if you put different cross section area, that is the A1, and I took another cross section area, that is the A2, And what is the current is here. If here the drift velocity, here drift velocity is Vd1 and here drift velocity Vd2. So if you calculate what is the I1, I1 equal to N A1 E into Vd1, and here I2 equal to N A2 E Vd2. So here number of electron per unit volume and charge of electron is constant. Then what is the relation between I1 and I2? I1 and I2 equal to A1 Vd1 upon A2 Vd2. If the current is same, and what is the relation? If the current is same, then A1 Vd1 equal to A2 Vd2. So the flow of current in cross section area in this section, that is the I1, and this is section I2. If we consider I1 equal to I2, this term is come from when I1 equal to I2. If the current is same, then the flow of electron in this cross section area will be same. If what is the formula of this conclusion? Conclusion is that when you increase the cross section area, decrease the drift velocity, because this will be constant if the current is same. So when the current is same in the conductors, the cross section area when increase, the drift velocity is decrease. So if you increase the cross section area, drift velocity decrease. When you decrease the cross section area, drift velocity is increased. In what? In which condition? The condition is the current is constant. When current is constant, the small cross section area, the drift velocity, when you decrease this cross section area, increase the drift velocity. So when current is constant in a small cross section area, drift velocity will be increased, and when you increase the cross section area, drift velocity will be decreased. So at a constant current, the flow of electron in this cross section area will be constant. In fluid mechanics, we have already about this formula. So here is not fluid, but here is flow of electrons. So this is the relation between drift velocity and electric current. Thank you for this derivation. Kindly subscribe this channel, and if you have any doubt or any confusion, kindly comment on this. Thank you.